So I found out that symbol means I can use the illithid option on people, and then I only have to roll a 2 to convince them. Are you kidding me? I critically failed? What? Okay. Is it possible to play through all of Baldur's Gate solo? I'm here to find out. If you missed the last 2 episodes, generally what happened, I told all my companions to get lost, and I made my way into the Grove and set up the quests to get going on Act 1 here. So being that I worked my way through the Grove, I decided to head on down to the decrepit village that was nearby, and I ran into, of all people, the guy I pickpocketed after Zevlor knocked him out cold. It seems these people on the ground here taking an, extended nap, we'll say, were his adventuring buddies that, definitely got murdered by goblins. And it seems they were hunting down some kind of item for a wizard called the Night Song. And interestingly enough, he also told me the druid that I'm looking for, Helson I think his name was with them, and got captured by the goblins, so I can rescue the Night Song and Helson. So he let me know all this action was happening at the old temple down the road, so that's all the info I needed from him, so I told him to get lost and, might have looted his buddies, because, no reason to leave good loot laying on the ground, and started making my way down towards that temple. So I've also played a normal playthrough of this game. I haven't beaten it yet, because this is a long game, but I know level 2 is certainly not enough to enter that temple. So I need to find a way to get some EXP. So I'm going to try to take out some of these goblins in this old decrepit village here, just to level up a little bit. And this is where I think Sneaky Frank will truly shine, when I can stealth around and take people out and not be in direct combat with them. So first up is this guy sleeping on the floor. I started off real strong with 13 damage with my opening shot, and then proceeded to only do 1 damage with my next hit, and then completely miss the one after, and then get murdered. And of course I didn't save it all before that, so I'm back on the bridge. Which means I gotta talk to them all again, loot all the corpses, and move on, yada yada, we're back to fighting the guy. This time went much smoother. Opening shot was pretty good, did a little damage with the next hit, and then killed him with the third because he was surprised. So I moved on to looting this old decrepit house next to where that guy was sleeping, and because I played through this game, even though I failed this investigation check here, I may happen to know there's a goblin hiding there invisible, so hit him with a fireball. So next up I decided to go down to the basement of this building, because I know there's some cool loot down here that kind of needs to be taken for me. So the loot I really wanted from down here was in these 2 chests, and once I failed this perception check, I probably should have known that it was trapped, and I probably should have also known because I've played through this before that it was trapped, but no, I opened it anyways and blew up my ladder, so I'm not really sure how to get up to the other chest now. So Sneaky Frank, and me, not ones to be defeated by a simple area that's too high to jump to, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna stack up these boxes and climb on top of them, and that worked like a charm. So after I got up here, I got exactly what I wanted, the steel forged sword that is enchanted with +1. Time to do a little bit more damage. So I cleaned up looting the rest of this basement here and decided, you know what, I'm a little hurt, I should actually go take a long rest. What better way to start your morning than waking up, having a cup of coffee, going back to the goblin camp you were raiding yesterday, and trying to take out some more goblins, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do here as Sneaky Frank. So first up on my list of goblins that gotta go, this one that's chilling here by the well. I'm gonna sneak my way up, 1 shot, 1 kill, piece of cake. As I was making my way a little further through the camp, I found this chest here, and upon cracking it open, I found a haste helm. This is really gonna help me here, I think. It helps me move faster right at the beginning of combat. Hopefully help me run away if I have to, if I get into some combat I don't want to be in. I started scoping out which goblins I want to take out next. This group down here kind of behind the house seems like a good option. I think I'm going to start out first with taking out this one guy that's standing at the top of the stairs. I was frustratingly short of killing him in 1 hit. I did 14 damage instead of 15. And unfortunately, that triggered the attention of everyone else around. And let's just brainstorm quick here the possibilities of what happens when I'm a bit outmatched here as Sneaky Frank. I could either run away or die. What do you think happened? Well, I died. Alright, let's give that one a go. New strategy, I'm going to come from around the right side of the building and try to take out those weaker goblins first, so hopefully I can pick off the weak ones in 1 shot and deal with the stronger ones later. This didn't go exactly as planned because I got spotted by this guy here and didn't even kill the weaker one in 1 shot, so that's not ideal, but we press on. And by press on, I mean using my patented strategy of dash away until I'm out of combat. Alright, plan C, let's try this again. I've got the high ground this time, so I'm gonna try to take out that goblin down there, and I didn't kill him in 1 shot, okay. But in a lucky break, this goblin didn't alert any of the other ones, and I was able to go down and take him out. And I'm a little bit too excited about taking out just 1 goblin. This is gonna be a really long playthrough of this game, oh dear. So I walked up, and this 1 goblin just started talking to me, which is surprising, because it just killed a couple of their friends, but that's okay. Weird glowing symbol showed up, so that's odd. So found out that symbol means I can use the illicit option on people, and then I only have to roll a 2 to convince them. Are you kidding me? I critically failed? What? Okay. In classic Sneaky Frank fashion, I decided to start dashing away, but I'm gonna shoot some arrows at them as I'm running. Managed to land 1 hit here. And as I was running, I managed to kill this one goblin. I decided to check my inventory because it said, I leveled up finally. Oh my god, I can stop wiggling around and messing around with these goblins. I'm level 3, I can finally do some more useful stuff. Alright, this is finally what I was waiting for. Now that I'm level 3, I get to pick a subclass, which means I can pick the Arcane Trickster and get more cantrips and spells. Oh, this is great. So for my cantrips here, I decided to go with more practical instead of just damage. I decided to do Minor Illusion and Blade Ward. So hopefully I can confuse some people in combat, as well as reducing some damage to myself. So for the spells, I decided to go with Color Spray so I can blind people in combat, and then I also decided to go with Tasha's Hideous Laughter, which I don't know if I really need a spell for, because once the enemy finds out my name is Sneaky Frank, they're probably gonna just roll on the ground laughing anyways, but we'll ensure it with the spell. And for the expanded spell, I decided to again go with some utility and go with the Fog Cloud, kind of make an even wider area where I can blind people, because Color Spray is nice, but it's kind of limited to right in front of you, and if someone's already right in front of you, that's not ideal. So now that I'm level 3, that means I am incredibly stronger. I am so powerful. I can absolutely, with no issue, take on this whole Goblin Fortress. I hope. And what better place to start than by knocking out these guards at the gate here. I managed to stealth up and take out this first one here, and then move on, and completely fail, and they noticed me. So, now, in the hopes that this guy didn't actually see me murder his friend standing up on that pillar there, I'm gonna go with this deception option and say, you know, I've got an important message for the boss. Let me through, I've got a message. I don't really have a message. It's just a little doodle of a frog I made real quick. Hopefully they like it, and hopefully they think it's important, but it's not really a message. It's a frog. Here's the frog. Anyways, I succeeded. I hope you enjoyed that frog, too. Alright, that's succeeded. I'm through. It's time to go across the bridge, and oh my god, Shadowheart's here. So I got sucked into the void and met what I can only assume to be the Absolute, which actually seems to be 3 people, so that's odd. It's a council of void people, so alright, fair enough. And then Shadowheart saved me, even though I've been incredibly mean to her, so I don't know what that's all about. In real quick non-meme mode, this is an incredible scene, so major props to the writers and developers here. Well done. Okay, back to typical Sneaky Frank activities. Shadowheart, why are you back? I've told you to get lost like 4 times. Are you following me? She's following me. Alright, keep the Shadowheart getting lost counter going. I'm sure she'll show up again for some reason. We're actually at number 4. I made sure on the ship I left her at the door by that temple, and I left her in the camp, and now this is number 4. Left her on the bridge. Alright, so I made my way into the Goblin camp here, and I found Volo, the guy who I met in the Glade Meadow, whatever it was earlier, you know, the place with the druids. Yeah, he's captured by goblins and singing now, so that's interesting. So I made my way inside and left Volo there to his fate, and I got stopped by some goblins. They asked, oh, why are you here? Well, I've got an important message, you know, the frog from earlier, and I gotta show it to the one in charge. I ended up picking the drow, you know, Minthara. I'm gonna go show Minthara the frog. She'll probably like the frog, I hope, maybe. On my way down, I decided to talk to Priestess Gut as well. She was chilling here, you know, just branding people, as one does on a random Wednesday. And I thought, you know what, actually, this could help me sneak out of some tricky situations later in the game. So I decided to get the brand, and hopefully that keeps me from, you know, getting stabbed by people, and I convince them, yeah, I'm a part of the cult of the Absolute, don't worry about it. Sure, I'm not trying to take you down, don't worry about it. So I am here on a mission, so I moved on. I am here to show Minthara my frog drawing. Or was it kill the leaders of the goblins? I think it was the frog drawing, but it might be the second. Anyways, in a wicked turn of fate, Minthara did not care about my frog drawing. So I crumpled it up, threw it in the hole over there. Not important, it's gone. But, more importantly, she wanted me to destroy the grove, and I'm not gonna do that because I'm actually here to destroy all of the goblin leaders. So we'll figure out a way to kill her later. But for now, gotta leave her alone because she is level 5 and I'm level 3. Alright, but this seems like a good place to call this video because I need to sit down and do some brainstorming on how to take out these leaders solo, because they're kind of built to have the fights be, you know, taken by a party, but it's just me, Sneaky Frank, so I'm going to figure out if there's some environmental stuff I can use to my advantage each of these fights and take them out. Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'd love if you hit that like and subscribe button down below so you can stay tuned in for next episode. Thanks, and goodbye.